full extent, depending how far this goes. We will go to the extent of cutting off their energy, going down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over to Wisconsin. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontarians and Canadians as a whole. This is coming. It's not if it is, it's coming. And it's coming January 20th or 21st. And we need to be prepared. We need to stand as a country. We need to stand united as Canadians and work hand in hand and shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues across the country. And we're ready to do it. We will.
Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rukakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that rule well the flock that taught me 100% truth. To the few Akim and Akwathia out there listening and learning, shalom to you as well. You cancel with the likewise doctrine as GMS. Shalom to you, brothers. Salutations to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, man. Salakia. I'm going to read Proverbs 22:3 again. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And we hiding ourselves in Yahweh Shai and keeping these scriptures in our hands daily. Paying attention to these things, man. Because you saw what he just said there. Let's get it again.
We will go to the full extent, depending how far this goes. We will go to the extent of cutting off their energy, going down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over to Wisconsin. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontarians and Canadians as a whole. This is coming. It's not if it is, it's coming. And it's coming January 20th or 21st. And we need to be prepared. We need to stand as a country. We need to stand united as Canadians and work hand in hand and shoulder to shoulder.
People better start opening their eyes and paying attention to what's going on out here. You know, because darker days, extremely darker days, extremely dangerous times are ahead. You know, the day of the Lord is at hand, man. And nobody's going to be able to stand in that day. What you going to do if they cut your power off? You heard the places that he mentioned. I'm not saying this is going to happen on the days that he said it would happen. But you damn sure better believe that it can happen, and it will. You know, while everybody spending all their money on Christmas, gifts, trees, lights, pushing up that light bill, you got these devils making these little plans, man. And you know this man, this Canadian, this man, Doug Ford. This is in retaliation to Donald Trump's tariff plan that he got on the table. You know, to go up 25% on certain things on the imports and the exports. Now, if that was to happen, which eventually will happen, it's going to be hyperinflation like you people have never seen before, man. And we've been telling you this from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone all the way on down. Been telling you these things for many years. You know, of course, people are not going to believe it until they smell it. But once you start to smell that funk that's getting ready to take place here in Babylon, you people going to wish you had to listen. But these devils is telling you what they doing, man. You know, they telling you what's getting ready, what they plans are. And a lot of people ain't paying attention to it. That's why I read this scripture. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished. Y'all not paying attention. Y'all just looking over this thing. And it's going to catch you unawares. It's going to catch you unawares. We under this grace period and everybody's bullshitting around. Not trying to get their spirit right, but hey, you know, 2/3 gotta play their lot. They got a role to play. You know, but it's definitely very dark times coming, man. You see that? Tariff. A tax on an import or export of goods and services between countries. Trump put these tariffs on this place, on these places, man. Y'all food prices, our food prices, gonna be on a whole nother level, which the scripture speaks on that in the book of Revelation, the black horse. You know? And the rider that sat upon it had scales in his hand. You know, the prices of food, water, gas, clothes, all of that stuff is about to go on skyrocket soon. You know, and a lot of people is not paying attention to this. Everybody decking the halls right now with balls of holly. Fa la 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 la. And y'all finna fa la 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 into judgment. Y'all about to fall right into judgment. You're not paying attention. You have to be circumspect in these days that we're living in, man. You know, we have to really be paying attention. Tariffs can increase the price of imported goods relatively to domestic goods, which can encourage customers to buy from local producers, which a lot of these local places are being shut down and pushed under the rug too by these major corporations. You know, the Walmarts, you know, the Sam's Clubs. These places are pushing the local people underneath the mat, man. To where y'all gonna be forced to go to these large companies to purchase your food, and they're gonna go up. You can see the prices in the stores now. A half a carton of eggs, 6 eggs, it costs you like $3.50, $4. You know? And this thing is going to happen where these prices go skyrocketing. And you people are unaware that these things aren't happening because everybody is too caught up in this Diddy scandal, this Jay-Z scandal. Well, some of it's kind of funny to me, but I don't put all my time and effort into that. You know, it's bigger fish to fry out here than that. You know, a lot of people's freedoms have been stripped. American citizens' freedoms are pretty much stripped from them. You know, you got all these different sicknesses going on. Hey, man, the day of the Lord is quickly approaching, and ain't nobody paying attention. No one. This is Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, man. You see? You got to be diligent. You got to be measuring the times. You got to be paying attention to what's going on, man. You see this? Circumspectly, diligently watching everything and then filtering world events through the scriptures. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Letting you know the things to come. Being watchmen of what's going on out here. Redeeming the time. Because the days are evil, man. Are the days not evil? Don't you see what's going on around you every single day? And you people being extremely simple-minded, thinking eventually things will go back to the way that they used to be. No, we fastly approaching the day of the Lord. It's not going to be a beautiful time for you sinners out there. It's going to be a hard time, man. Redeeming. Down here. To make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good. So that zeal and will doing are as it were the purchase money by which make the time our own. But what I'm focused on is to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good. and making every opportunity is to bring out what's getting ready to happen to this place and to let y'all know, hey, Babylon is over. Making time to get ourselves right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. That's what this grace period is all about, getting ourselves right. Getting ourselves together, because when Yahushai pull up and make that to collect his payment, which is elect, we want to be a part of that payment, man. We want to be redeemed, right? But a lot of people paying attention to these worldly events, man. You know, things that's going on outside of these scriptures. You know, they're not paying attention to the fall of Babylon, which we've been telling you for many years, still starting from the elders and apostles on down, right? See that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil, right? The days are wicked, Jake. You know? Ontario Premier says Canada could cut U.S. energy supplies in retaliation for Trump's tariffs. You see that? And we just read what the tariffs is. Putting that extra tax on imports and exports, man. And the money, and that can cause the prices on everything to go up. Even the cost of living is actually finna go up some more as well. That's what we keep telling you people. Why y'all invested in all this time and effort trying to make it and chase a dollar that's getting ready to get swept under the rug and hyperinflation getting ready to set in. Y'all focusing on the wrong thing, man. The premier of Canada's most populous province on Wednesday threatened to cut off energy supplies to the U.S. if President-elect Donald Trump implements his proposed tariffs on Canadian goods. This bold move highlights the tensions between the two nations as they grapple with potential trade conflicts. You know, that it's the division, man. This is a bunch of Edomites going at it. A bunch of Edomites facing off. You know, but it's going to affect you Israelites out there in these other nations as well that's here in this country. It's going to affect you as well. But this is just a bunch of Edomites going at it, man. We will go to full lengths depending how far this goes. We will go to the extent of cutting off the energy going down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over to Wisconsin. Ontario Premier Doug Ford said during a press conference following a virtual meeting with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and other provincial premiers to display Trump's tariff threat. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontarians and Canadians as a whole, since we're the largest province. See? This man ain't even got in the office yet, and he's pushing all this stuff out to cause a lot of you Americans to have extremely hardships, man. Extreme hardships. And it's definitely going to happen. You know? The time is now. Things are getting ready to, things is getting ready to come out that pipe, and it's going to be funky when it comes out. And a lot of people are not going to be ready for it. Isaiah 13:6. How ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames, And that amazement not going to be a good amazement. Y'all going to be in the state of mind as, I cannot believe that this is happening. How did it get here? That's the will of the Lord for these things to happen, man. People going to be stunned and bewildered and astonished, man. Shake. Y'all going to be in shock out here. Perplexed. Confounded. Shooken up. These people getting ready to come down on your food, man. The prices. Food prices are going to skyrocket. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. It's going to be a lot of different things going down. It's ultimately going to end with the MOTB and then the nuclear missiles, man. We keep telling you over and over and over again the things that's getting ready to take place here in Babylon, man. You see the wars. You see the mass division. Misery's just starting this thing that's going to pay people $1,000 to turn in illegals. So that's causing more division, and possibly it's going to stir up civil war. You see? So it's not finna go back to normal out here. That's what you people have to understand. Mark 3:24, and if a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And like I said, a bunch of these Edomites, they just go on head to head. This is they shit. You know, the Most High gave them this. And they divided amongst themselves. So it's going to eventually be all out war amongst them. And, you know, the other nations, of course, are going to be involved in it. You know, but you see the division. There's no coming back from that. You know, you even got families out here amongst the other nations that are divided amongst each other as well. Family killing each other left and right. So, yeah, we approaching the day of the Lord, man, and things are just going to keep speeding up and getting worse and worse and worse, man, until Yahweh Shah pull up to get his elect. You know? Keep telling you. It's 2 Ezra 16:18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. Because at some point it's going to be hard to get food. Food is going to be very scarce, man. You already got to spend, what, $9, $10 for a pound right now. So just imagine when Trump put these tariffs up there and the prices go up on everything, and then imagine you got some of this food and then Canada cut your lights off. How you gonna cook anything? Your food finna go bad, right? You out here spending your money on all type of foolishness, man, for one day, which is a pagan holiday, Christmas. You finna spend all your money on $600 on gifts and food. And you see these people on the news talking about they can possibly cut your electricity off because your president acting a fool. It's going to cause the prices to go up on your food, and your lights are on the verge of getting cut off. So it's a lose-lose situation. So why not do the right thing and get yourself ready? Even though this ain't going to save you. It's not going to save you. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famines and great death. The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, for correction. All of these things that's going on in the world right now, Jake, Eve, Israelites, this is for correction, to get your mind right, to get you to understand that, hey, maybe I might need to take into consideration that this God that the men on the highways and hedges is speaking about is the real God. This thing is for correction, to get you to think. We're not lying to you, man. These things are for correction, to get you to see that your God, your power, is not playing around. And he's getting ready to turn the heat up. Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. They're not paying attention, and they don't care. This is a white man's book to them. This is a man-made book to them. So when the Most High turn that heat up, don't get to running trying to seek him then. It's going to be too late. You know? 2 Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victual shall be good cheap upon earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case. Some stuff is kind of still cheap right now. You can get a little something. You know, they still got little dollar packs of tuna and stuff like that. You can get a couple of little things right now. But hey, let them tariffs, let that tariff stuff happen. Let them follow through with that. All of that stuff that you see cheap, that's going to go up. Salakia, sorry y'all. Chest is bothering me. Still got to keep going though. Behold, victual shall be good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion, man. You people confused right now. Y'all don't have a clue what's going on. The day of the Lord is quickly approaching. And everybody looking for the next folly move, for the next piece of mirth. Y'all looking for nothing but mirth. Ecclesiastes 7 and 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning. And that's where we at right now. We mourning. We want this place to be destroyed, man. We want to get up out of here. You know, Esau's kingdom, we want this place to go. Because these devils rule the world, man, and everything is it's terrible. Everything is upside down. You know? It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. Everybody is in the house of feasting right now. Mirth, having fun, which is all vain. Because right now is not the time. America's on the verge of being destroyed. And you people are out here looking for mirth and folly. Trying to come up on Facebook, TikTok. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men. And the living will lay at the heart. We're going to take this seriously, man. We paying attention. I know so many people that say they're not paying attention to any of this stuff. They worried about their so-called career or when they finna buy their house or what state they finna travel to. All of these things are vanity as hell right now, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is getting ready to visit this place. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's getting ready to visit this place, man. Second Ezra 16-22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger. You people that's stocking up plenty food, talking about it online, running your mouth about what you got, just showing off all your stuff, you ain't gonna die by the famine. But that sword gonna come for you. You know why? Because you told everybody what you had. You let that pride get the best of you. You know, and the people that's gonna be perishing from famine, those gonna be the people that's gonna seek for your life to come take what you got with the sword. Many of them that dwell on earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. You see that? And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be waste, and the city shall be cast down. It's going to be so much bloodshed out here, you know. So much bloodshed, man. And it's going to all start when people can't get that food. When these prices shoot up and people get to loot in these places. And you only can loot for so long, then it won't be nothing on the shelves. What you going to do after that looting's done? You people that ain't being smart to just put a little something in your house to where you won't get caught out there looting. And don't go out here telling everybody what you got. What you going to do when that food is gone? That famine gonna kick in at that point, because some people still gonna have something, but you will never find them. You're gonna have people that have bunkers. You know, when these prices go up and you can't get your water, your medicine, a lot of that stuff got to do with these imports as well. Y'all forget that the ports is still on the verge of closing back down in January as well. That can also, on top of the tariff plan, make the prices skyrocket even more. Y'all don't see this coming, man? Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. All you tough guys, you know, your prideful militants, military men out there. Y'all think y'all gonna have it, y'all think y'all gonna be straight when this time come around, man. It says that the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastiness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, man. That's what America's getting ready to see. Pure confusion, utter destruction. Nothing but confusion, man. That's why you got to be part of the elect, man. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. You know? Because when these things come around, you're gonna need to be, you're gonna have to have that covering of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You got to be covered, man, because there's no way a regular person is going to get through this, man. Because the end of it all is death, especially here in America with those thermonuclear missiles. No. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, man. This place is finna get ready and get it. And I will bring distress upon man, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. You see that? It's going to be a lot of death. Death is at the door to America and to a lot of you non-believing sinners out there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is getting ready to visit this place. And you people don't even see it coming. You gonna get crept up unawares. Shalom.